Okay, the next contender for our thesis defense here, it is Nandia Rosty. Yeah, Nandia Rosty here. Your examiner is Miss Mutia. Yeah?
Yes, sir.
Can
Yes, sir.
you talk louder, please? Okay, Miss Mutia Rani. Yeah, and then today here your thesis title. Okay, let me download it first. Wait a second. Okay, then Nandia Rosti thesis title here, it is the use of drama fantasy movie Christopher Robin to improve student narrative writing. Yeah,
Yeah.
and come on, time is yours, please.
Okay.
Nandia, best of luck.
Okay. Wait a second.
I can hear your voice clearly. Would you please?
Okay, sir. Sorry.
Okay, come on.
Yeah. Um. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. To the
Um,
honorable, my examiner, Mr. Sofian Hadi. Uh, today I want to present my thesis. The title is The Use of Drama Fantasy Movie Christopher Robin to Improve Student Narrative Writing. Why I choose writing in my thesis? Writing is one of skill that should be mastered by students, and writing is also part of communication, and writing is important for the future of the students because they can using writing to write a report, write a presentation, write a CV, and writing also can build their imagination. But there are some problems in teaching writing, such as the first one is lack of grammatical, the second one is limited of vocabulary, and the last one is lack of motivation. But in my thesis, I use movie in my learning writing because movie is can motivate and interest for student in learning English. Why I choose this movie? Because this movie is catchy for students, and surely students know about the main character of this movie. It is with the Pooh, and fantasy movie can build student imagination, and people usually using animation movie in their learning process, but I choose drama fantasy movie that unusual. So the next slide is theory. We have three theory here. The first one is from Dinsel about writing, 2018 page. I don't know, sorry, it's not seen. It's about writing. According to Dinsel, writing is the tools to it's a tools to express feelings and thoughts by writing them on paper or digitally. The second one we have Welch 2017 page 1 about narrative. According to Welch, narrative is the paragraph or the text that tells a story, and narrative texts have a plot. The plot usually calls by generic structure, have orientation, complication, and resolution. The last one we have Carden 2010 page 151, 151. It's about movie. According
Can you make it louder, please?
sorry, sir. According to Carden, movie is the tools to movie is the moving image that tells a story, and movie also the tools to study about language and study about culture. The next chapters we have method of the study. Okay, in this research conduct on July 20 until August 31st 2020 at Madrasah Aliyah Miftahul Umam Jakarta. In this research, the writer used quantitative research method. This quantitative research collecting numerical data, and the quantitative research method, the writer using pre-experimental design, which means only use one experimental groups. The next one is population and sample. The population is 61 students from 12 grade students at Madrasah Aliyah Miftahul Umam Jakarta. And the second one is sample, 21 students at 12 science students. And the next is technique of collecting the data. The writer collecting the data use 3 steps. The first one is pretest. In the pretest, the writer give the assignment to the students. It is the goals to this step is to evaluate the progress before the treatment are given. The next one is treatment. In this treatment, the writer taught the narrative writing, and after that give the media or the movie. The next one is, or the last one is post-test. In this stage, the writer give the same assignment, but it is the goals of this stage is to compare, not to compare, it is to evaluate or to measure the the progress after the treatment are given. It is to compare the score between pre-test and post-test. The last one is technique for analyzing the data. After collecting the data, the writer analyzed the data by using statistic calculation and paired sample t-test by using SPSS. Okay, in the findings, we can see the red one is post-test and the yellow one is pre-test. The red one is the post-test. 13 13 students obtain score between 51 until 60, and the 80 students obtain 61 until 70. After that, 01 got 80 until 90 and 91 until 100 in post-test. In the pre-test, we got 10 students obtain a score between 80 until 90, and 11 students obtain 90 until 100, but no one obtained score between 51 until 60 and 61 until 70 on the pre-test. So the mean of the pre-test and the post-test, the mean of the pre-test of the post-test was 61.52, and the mean of post-test was 89.80. Sorry, sir. This is the typo. The post-test is color yellow and the pre-test the red one. Sorry. This is my mistake. Okay, the conclusion of this research of drama fantasy Christopher Robin movie. The movie of Christopher Robin was effective to improving student writing for writing skill. The media made student more motivate, more enjoy, and more interest to learning writing, and student more easier to build or to express their thought by writing. It was proven by a result obtained from pretest and post-test. The mean was 61.52 and the pretest one is 89.80. The difference of pretest and post-test mean was 28.28, which can be seen as positive improve on students' narrative writing of the grade student of Madrasah Aliyah Miftahul Umam Jakarta. This is the Christopher Robin movie. This is the trailer of the movie. Okay, this is the documentation, and that's enough, sir. Thank you.
Can you repeat the documentation, please? The video of
This is the documentation, sir.
the video, please.
Oh, the video, sir. This, sir? This one?
Okay, Rosty. Hello, Rosty.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you for the documentation. Sorry, I got someone that calling, so I need to postpone your question. Now let's try to go for the first slide, please. First slide, please. Okay, the use of drama fantasy movie Christopher Robin to improve student narrative writing. My first question, why here the use of drama fantasy, especially the title, it is about Christopher Robin, that can improve student narrative writing? Why?
Okay, that I told before. Drama fantasy
Would
movie
you
can.
please make it closer? Okay,
Okay.
come on.
Okay. That I told before. Why I choose drama fantasy movie and especially Christopher Robin. The first one, drama fantasy movie can build student imagination. It's about fantasy, right? About fantasy, and usually the teacher give the student animation movie, but it's very boring, I think, and it's very usual. So I choose drama fantasy that unusual. And why I choose Christopher Robin? The first one is students or the children already know who is Winnie the Pooh. Who is Winnie the Pooh? And it's easier to them to watching this movie, I think.
Okay, talking about Winnie the Pooh, it is suitable, I guess, for elementary school or it is for primary school.
Okay.
And talking about junior high school and then also for senior high school, I guess it's a little bit not proper, yeah, not proper for the
Okay.
level of the students, yeah. When we talk about junior high school and then also senior high school, maybe, yeah, maybe here the uh, movie, it will be something that can attract them. But can you believe now if a junior high school student and then also senior high school student, they're going to watch Winnie the Pooh? I don't think so.
Um, I think if for the elementary school it's Winnie the Pooh, but it is the animation, the cartoon. But this one is the live action. I think live action is they have a human on it, and the Winnie the Pooh is not is only the character, but it look like a dolls. But there are the human on it, the Christopher Robin.
Okay, thank you then. But one more time, talking about Winnie the Pooh, well, it is, seems like it is a toy or it is a doll, especially for those in early level. And then here we are talking about narrative writing. Okay, that's okay. Next slide, please, Nandia. Why? This will be the reason. You already explained the reason. That's okay. Next slide, please. Okay, the theory here, it is about writing, narrative, and then movie. Uh, okay, the relevant here between writing, narrative, and then movie. Can you explain it, please?
Okay, about narrative writing and movie, sir.
Yeah, the
Uh,
relevant. One more time, the relevant. Do not explain each, but try to connect between each of the terms, starting with writing, narrative, and then movie, please.
okay. The first narrative. Narrative is the that I told before. Narrative is the storytelling. I think is the story. Is the paragraph that tells a story and have a plot on it. Is it the same like the movie? Movie have a plot. They have a orientation or the first story, and the second one they have a complication. The complication on it, the problem, and the second one is they have resolution, the problem solving. The movie have that, and the writing narrative I think is um connected for the student to write. I think that's enough, sir.
Okay, thank you. What I mean in making connection between writing, narrative, and then movie here, you can start with what we saw in the movie. Here is starting with what we write. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
What we call by a script on it.
Oh,
A
yeah, yeah, yeah.
script, and then we got the audio visual on it. Yeah?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay. Next slide, please. Next slide. Okay, for this one, finding, yeah? For
Yeah,
the finding, it will be the same. My suggestion for you here, Rosty, you have to put the gap between each pre-task and then post-task, yeah? So we can see it clearly between each step, the pre-task and then post-task, okay? Do you understand what I mean by the gap here?
the differences, sir.
Yeah, okay, the gap on it. Next slide, please. Okay, for conclusion, that's okay. Okay, for this, for your documentation, right?
Yeah.
And uh, next, please.
Ah, sorry, sir.
So you're only taking the picture with the teacher over there, only one teacher, no picture with the students?
No, sir, because students are not allowed to come to school.
Okay. And the next for the documentation, please. Okay, thank you. That's enough, I guess. Nandia, Rosty, for your PowerPoint presentation. Now have a look at uh, your content thesis, yeah? For your content thesis, starting with your abstract, the goal of this research was to prove that using, okay. Okay, this one also for your abstract, you have to put, yeah, you have to put about the gap, yeah, one more time, the gap between pre and then post test for the result, okay? And then for your first chapter, it will be the same like Tari, yeah, you have to put the percentage on each of your paragraph here based on the previous observation, based on the interview, or based on the
Oh,
questionnaire.
I already put it on, sir, at the
Where
page
is it?
5. At the page 5, it's from Surui Singh.
Page 5. No, I mean from your observation, from your
Ah,
interview with the teacher, from your interview with the student, from the questionnaire to the students, yeah? Okay, for the significance of the study, you have to put it decided here to theoretically and then practically, two significant of the study, okay? And then for chapter 2 here, You have to put teaching writing skill based on the level that you conducted this research for. So teaching writing in senior high school, yeah? Okay?
Yes, sir.
And the next one, movie, okay. Download the movie. Okay, this one also you have to put extra the use of movie in teaching narrative writing for junior or for senior high school, okay? And then for the theoretical framework, you have to put graphic on it, yeah? Put the graphic on it, yeah? And for the chapter 3, okay, you are still using 2004 over there, yeah? We only use 2010 above, yeah? So maybe you can use Creswell for this one, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And then you mentioned also here 2006, 2008. Do not use that one, revise that one, yeah? Use only 2010 above, okay? And then for your finding and interpretations, okay. Okay, for your finding and then interpretation here, my suggestion, you have to put each gap between pre-test and then post-test, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And then for the interpretation, you have to put more, so you will have a comprehensive interpretation. Okay, so it is not only 2 or 3 paragraph on it. Yeah? For the conclusion, that's okay. And then for your reference here, you have to revise all references that you use. Yeah, if it is not from 2010 above. Okay.
Okay, sir.
For the appendix, you got the lesson plan. Okay. Okay, teaching material, that's okay. Okay, Nandia, Rosty, I guess that's enough. Yeah, and then I hope you will revise your thesis based on all of my suggestion. Yeah. Thank you very much for joining this thesis exam. And then before we are going to close or end this thesis defense, I would like to give you a chance to give your concluding statement. Come on, your last statement after joining this thesis defense. Come on.
I want to say thank you to Mr. Sofian
Mhm.
because allowed me to join this thesis exam. And I want to say thank you to my friend to allow me to come to her house to using his Wi-Fi.
Okay, that's all,
That's all,
Rusty.
sir.
Okay, thank you very much. And then let's close this thesis defense program here by reciting Alhamdulillah together. Yeah. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. And then the last is Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.